wanna make you smile when your tummy aches. Build your fire when the furnace breaks. Oh, it would be so nice to grow old with you. How's the rest of that go? Get your medicine.
Oh wait, no.
When your tummy. Yeah, we already did that.
Something. Take it to bed when you've had too much to drink.
Jazz hands, yeah.
Jazz hands.
This is just for Jesse right here. This is for Jesse, huh?
The way you just looked.
Walking Blind is hosted by overly emotional dudes who overthink and overanalyze everything. Nothing the hosts say should be taken as medical advice or opinion. They're not professionals. They're about to make that very clear. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Walking Blind podcast. This is episode 114 of the show where we like normalize checking on the homies. I'm Mike, and that is also Mike. Jazz hands. So Jesse told us this thing, not to use our hands when we talk. I don't know what else we're supposed to do in this situation, but
He goes on the Inland Empire premiere podcast once.
yeah.
And he comes back and he starts telling us what to do, what not to do.
You know, they gave him a camera and a microphone. And now he came back.
I hate that.
He came back with, like, unreasonable demands of us.
Yeah.
And
He's like, we're going to use sounds.
Yeah.
He's like, nope. I was like, just because it's a soundboard doesn't mean we have to put sounds in it, Jesse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Jesse went ahead and programmed all the Shock Jock radio sounds in there. So, welcome to Mike D's in the weekly top 40. We're back.
And we're back.
We're back. Jesse's back from the mountains. It feels weird to not have a guest now.
Yeah.
Like, we've gone so long with guests that, like, now we just have to hang out.
What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to do? I don't even know what to do right now.
I don't know. We have a ton of questions.
Let's start the show like we used to.
Mm-hmm. Mental health check?
Blowjobs. I'm just kidding. Mental health checks.
All right.
Both cause happiness.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I was like, what did we do this weekend? But we'll get into that.
We'll get into that, yeah.
Mental health check is where we like to check in weekly, see where we're at mentally. That way, if things are going well, what's going on, or what are we doing? And if things aren't going well, what's going on, or what are we maybe neglecting to do? So, Michael, where are you at?
I'm good right now. I feel like I was able to get a lot done this weekend, and then we'll talk about it a little more in depth later. But like, I feel like I've spent the better part of the last week prior prepping for like the garage and prepping the house for the music video, and then I was able to get it all cleaned up and reset for the most part on Sunday. So that everything was clean moving forward. So that was kind of nice. I was expecting to spend a lot more time doing that. And then, I think I'm feeling like kind of motivated and like kind of ready to push forward with a bunch of different things. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot right now.
Nice.
Where are you at?
I'm doing pretty well.
You don't look like it.
I know right now. I don't know what's going on. Literally totally fine, and then like right before we're like, all right, let's do this. My eyes just start watering. It'll be fine. I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I feel like I feel like last week, probably like the most consistent I think I've ever been with the gym ever. Mm-hmm. And then which has been, I feel like it's been helpful, and just getting a lot of things, a lot of wedding planning stuff, which thankfully Jordan is very on top of it, so I'm sure she's a lot more stressed than I am.
I love how Jesse's one note for us today was like, hey guys, don't put your hands in front of your face when you're recording. And you're like, Yeah, so
I can't help it right now. But yeah, it was a good week. I feel like mentally, like I said, exercise has been good for me. I got to sing quite a bit last week. This weekend was fun. Yeah, it was. I feel like I'm in a good place this week. I felt like I got a good nap. I got a good nap in today and feeling good.
how did you feel at work on Sunday?
I felt okay. You know what's funny is my like I felt fine. I was like, oh shoot, I actually feel pretty good. I thought my feet were gonna hurt. My feet didn't really hurt that much. My ankle kind of hurt. Other than that, I felt good. But towards the end of my shift, my shoulder started like to get like really sore.
Oh,
But
just carrying the weight of the whole brew crew, or what?
I think so.
Yeah.
Just of the performances on Saturday. No. I think it also might have been like gym stuff from Friday, hitting me on Sunday. I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah, it just takes me about 2 days to get sore. So
Yeah, so I think I was starting to like feel that. But other than that, I felt good. Thankfully, I closed on Sunday, so I wasn't there at like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been rough.
I was thinking that you were opening again on Sunday.
No. Mm-mm.
Nice.
But yeah, doing pretty well. I feel like I'm in a good space to start this week off well. So.
Nice.
And I'm trying to take Frank's advice from Monk, our guest last week, just about being trying to be more like present, and then also, I mean, he said this, but I also do this. I don't think I was doing a good job the week prior, but trying to be more like grateful, look at gratitude, look at what I have as opposed to what I don't have.
Mm-hmm.
That usually keeps me in a good headspace.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Should we go into the weekend or?
Dude, let's talk about this undertaking that we've taken on with this music video. So I want to say
Most effort ever put into anything musically?
yeah, probably the most effort we've ever put into anything. I think we kind of mentioned this weekend, like we're so used to, oh, you're shooting a music video, we just show up, perform, and then that's that,
Yeah.
right? Like I've kind of had my hands in some music videos, but just giving like general basic ideas, like, hey, it'd be sick if we could do this, and then go from there. But for the most part, like we're really used to showing up and like everything is handled, everything is like, cool, we're good to go, this is what we're gonna do, sick. This video was not that.
No.
This is like the definition of like DIY.
Yeah.
And first off, shout out to Ryan Foss, who helped us shoot everything. You fucking killed it.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. And then
Well, and he, out of the kindness of his heart and the fact that we've known him for such a long time,
yeah,
that he was willing to.
that he was willing to do this for us. Yeah, so like I had a concept idea which I brought to the table, and that Rick like picked up and then ran with, right? So we, without giving away like what the video is, we were not expecting the amount of work that came with it. Like we cast actors, we cast like not only people to play like other characters in the video, but like other characters in the video at different age ranges. Yeah. So
we also looked at other locations.
Yeah. So we ended up and then we got an audible last minute. Like Steve couldn't get his schedule.
Dude, which as soon as Rick was saying that they're looking at places to, he's like, hey, looking at, what do you think of this for like a setting? It's like, well, you have a space. Can't we like?
That was me that texted you.
Yeah, but I mean, no, before this.
Yeah.
Even when I was like, why don't we just do it at Rick's and just like, turn that space into a garage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why that wasn't. Why that wasn't the. I guess it's because it's his place, and he probably didn't know.
Yeah, and I think trying to achieve what we were trying to achieve, we were able to do here.
Yeah.
I don't think we would have been able to pull it off at that level at Rick's.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got an audible. So like hopefully like within the next month or so, because not only did we take on casting and filming and directing and also performing in this music video, we're cutting the video together too.
Yeah, that's insane.
And if it sucks,
it's on Rick.
it's on Rick.
Oh.
If it's sick,
We had a lot.
We'll take some credit for that. So we'll just we'll leave it at that. But the crazy part about it was like I was so stressed out up until it started, and then it was like, okay, go mode. Like we just have to let's make sure we're getting everything we need to do. And it was just there's so many people in the house. There's so many people in the house.
Dude, thank God the parents were really cool.
Yeah.
All the parents were really cool.
Yeah, because we did cast some kids for the video, and we lucked out that all the parents were like chill. Yeah. They were cool parents. So, thank you to everybody that if any of you happen to watch this because they saw Walking Blind shit all around the house, thank you guys for coming out. But so essentially, we've kind of talked about this like skate punk project that we've been working on for the better part of, well, for you it's going on years now.
Yeah, 2 years.
But so we are going to be dropping the first single and video, hopefully within the next month, and hit the ground running with this shit because it's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be super fun. And if it comes together like we're all expecting, I think the video is going to be fucking rad.
Yeah, I think so too.
So
it's weird, man. I trust Rick. I've only seen him do one video, but his first video was for his escape room.
Yeah, dude, it looks sick.
It's like it has no business looking that good.
And you have to consider that like Rick did that video and filmed it and edited it, shot it also with like no knowledge of cameras or editing or anything like that. This time around, we had somebody who does this professionally help us film and get all the shots that we wanted, and then Rick's gonna edit it after the fact. So I think it's gonna turn out cool. Yeah,
Rick knew like what shots he wanted, shot at however many frames. I was like, oh, Rick.
Mm-hmm. So and then I was also expecting to be a lot more sore the next day than I was. Yeah. I really wasn't that sore, but Sunday night I was so tired. I was like fucking delirious when I was leaving. Like when we were heading home, I was like, I need to eat. I need
Monday night or Saturday night?
Yeah, Saturday night. Sorry, Saturday night. Mm-hmm. I was like, when I said goodbye to everybody, and I took a case of top ramen from Rick's shop.
Did you?
I told Rick, I was like, because I was so hungry and just ramen sounded good. I was like, Rick, it's gonna sound weird. Can I have some ramen? And he's like, dude, if you just take a case if you want it. I was like, say less. I took a case of ramen, and then Sunday morning I came out to the van. I was like, why is there a case of ramen in the van?
Wait, did you guys end up going to Denny's or Norm's? Or
no,
we
hit a drive-through on the way home. We hit Baker's. But even then, it was like, it was kind of. I was so tired, it wasn't really satisfying.
Yeah,
you're just like, I have to eat because I know I have to, but you're just exhausted.
Yeah, I was in a weird spot because I ate while we were shooting.
Dude, I was like watching you eat those McDoubles before we started our performance shots. Mike got a couple ghetto Big Macs, the McDoubles with the Big Mac sauce, and he was pacing back and forth eating.
I was eating while I was walking. So I was like, it's a little pro tip, guys. If you're gonna shit, you might as well get it out quick.
Is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I figured I was like, I need it because I was like, I don't want to like have this be a thing where it hit. I was like, I want to get it out.
Yeah.
And nothing happened.
I didn't want to eat right before we did the performance shots because I knew that we're gonna do like 78 takes and have to play through this so many times. Yeah. That I was like, I'll eat after.
The weird position I was in was I needed to eat because I didn't have any energy. So that's why I was like, oh shit. Well,
yeah.
But it was fine.
It was fine. It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, it hit me afterwards, but yeah. So what was your Sunday like?
I just like I got up in the morning. I slept in a little bit, but not too. I was up. Actually, I didn't even sleep in. I'm lying. I got up at like 7. I feel like I slept in because I got up earlier than that, and I just laid in bed for a while, doze off a little bit, wake up, doze off a little bit, and then I got up, then I went out and started cleaning up like trash and stuff like that. It was weird. It's like when you wake up after a house party night and you go to clean up, but it was like the most wholesome thing I've ever
Like
cleaned
sodas and
up.
pizza
There's
and
like
stuff?
sodas and Capri Suns
Suns.
and pizza boxes and like water bottles, and then like one section of Modelo's where all the hoodlum parents were hanging out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I cleaned everything up. Then I went out in the garage and started taking posters down and stuff like that. Tried to save them as much as possible, but a lot of the corners kind of got messed up. Took everything down, stashed away the banner that you guys will see in the video, just in case maybe later on we do a giveaway. Like, hey,
Oh, that'd be cool.
so stashed the banner away, and then just started cleaning up the garage and like putting it back to where it was, and then also like I was like, well, everything's off the walls. Let's take an opportunity to kind of reorganize things
Oh, nice.
in the garage.
Yeah, look good in there.
Like, got shit all set up in there. So it was kind of nice because it was like Sunday was the day to just come in and reset everything. And then I came back here, like dumped all the behind the scenes footage that we took like from making the video. And there's like 50 gigs of behind the scenes stuff.
Do you want? I mean, we can talk about this after. Do you want me to drop what I have? I took a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
too from individuals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not gonna look as cool as crime stuff. But
Well, yeah. I mean, there's stuff from the iPhones in there. There's stuff from one of our cameras. There's stuff from Karima's camera. There's stuff from, so just anything that we have that's behind the scenes, like we'll throw it in there
sick.
and see if we can put together a cool little behind the scenes video too for the music video shoot. But it was cool, man. Like it feels like now I'm just anxious to see the final product, but it feels like we made a movie. Like,
Yeah. It's weird being excited about it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Were you excited? Because like I'm never excited for music videos.
Yeah, I'm always like, oh, okay.
I feel like it was just different. I feel like I was excited for the self-titled stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's partly because I was like I hadn't seen the guys in a long time,
And we're back.
and we're back,
Yeah.
and also this is our first time playing together.
You were excited until they had you just run full speed in the middle of a forest,
Dude,
or stand in a bush singing.
the rooftop, man.
It's so hot, wasn't it?
It was like no joke. It was the hottest. So we filmed we knew that
This
we
is the
film-
Alma, right?
Yeah, on top of the Alma. We're gonna film on the rooftop, and it's gonna be like in the middle of the day at noon. But it's Tacoma, Washington. It was the hottest. It was like record-breaking, like hottest day they had, and it felt like it. It was so like we were like in between takes. We were like getting in the shade, throwing water on ourselves, like on like our necks and stuff, and then like taking our shirts off and like getting down to our underwear, and then like catch our breath and then go back out and do it. It was
Yeah, Steve was giving me shit on this video. We did a couple takes, and I'd go get a napkin, like dry after. Like, dog, why are you so sweaty? I'm the fat guy in the band. That's why. Leave me alone, Steve.
It's funny because like I felt like yeah, I was tired, but like I was more worried about sweating.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I don't want to be all sweaty, so I'm like trying to like walk to cool off as opposed to like whatever.
Sit and
Yeah, so just
yeah. I had to walk outside a couple times, even though it was raining. Just
it didn't help.
it didn't help the wetness.
Yeah.
Wetness is the essence of moisture.
Yeah. Well, dude, thank you everyone who everyone who was involved with it.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck, Rick.
Whew. That's a lot of
That's an undertaking.
It's an undertaking. He even texted us at one point and was like, I think I might need to buy a new computer because I don't know if my computer can handle all this. That's fair.
Yeah, you can borrow my laptop.
You put one of the files on there, it just shits out,
Oh, yeah.
explodes. So,
Well, sick. Well, dude, my son. Okay, so thinking about Sunday. So I woke up thinking I was gonna go to the gym.
mm-hmm.
Thought about it, and then I was like, let me not get ahead of myself. Like, it might hit me later, which it did. It hit my shoulders. So yeah, I just chilling. Went to work, and then after work saw Dune 2, which is sick. So it's so good.
I gotta watch it.
I was nervous because I saw like a lot of like really good reviews on it. And I'm like, let's see. No, I don't want to say this.
You really love those intimate scenes between Austin Butler and.
I felt seen. No, I was, dude. I feel like I might like this better than I think I like Star Wars and
Really?
stuff like that. Yeah. And in all fairness, I feel like I could probably like Star Wars more if I like knew more about like the lore and all that stuff. Like more. With this though, it was just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just excited because it's like so good.
How many books was in the Dune series?
I think there's 3.
Okay.
They're like massive books.
Yeah. So that, like, yeah, that's. I'm sure there's a ton of lore there, but at the same time, that compared to like the decades now of like Star Wars universe lore that's out there, it's probably something that's easier to digest if you're into it. I was watching a side by side of like the OG Dune movie and like the new Dune movies, and like they were comparing the characters and stuff like that, and I was like, it like visually it looks like stunning. It looks so cool.
It's so massive.
Yeah.
The movie's so massive, and it just like, I don't know. It's like, it almost feels like a comic book movie. And I'm saying this just because I love comic book movies, but also like very like Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it kind of falls in that like that fantasy realm, but just on the sci-fi side of things.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of those things where like if you read these lines, a lot of the lines, like it's like okay, whatever. But then when like the acting in it is so good.
Well, the cast is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, the cast is phenomenal. Everybody, and they are good at their craft.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Did you finish Dune 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I sleep through parts of it? Yes.
Yeah. Dude, I did too. I almost felt okay, so Dune 2, it's like it was almost like the Batman thing where like it was a lot going on, a lot of stuff, and I was like in it. But then at one point I just like I'm watching it and all of a sudden I'm like and Jordan's like, don't fall asleep now, don't fall asleep. I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, I wasn't even trying to. I wasn't trying to.
Dude, you know what? I felt like I had moments like that on Sunday, where I'd be like I would clean up the garage, right? And then I came back here to like, and then as I'm letting the footage like upload on the computer, I was sitting here watching TV, and then I'd be like, and it's like like 15 minutes later or something, like these little like stupid power naps.
Dude.
Like, what the fuck just happened?
I wasn't even tired and I didn't want to sleep. I was like super engaged and it was just like
Is that age? Are we just getting old?
It might be an
Does
old
this
thing.
happen to you?
No.
Dude, this used to never happen to me.
Dude, yeah. And then it's like fucked up because then I go to like actually go to sleep in bed and I'm like crackhead.
I used to this was my thinking. I never fell asleep in movies. Like ever. Because anytime someone would fall asleep, I always think, it must be nice.
Yeah. I remember watching people fall asleep in movies and be like, how can you fall asleep in this?
Yeah, you paid for this.
Yeah, you paid for this. It's so loud in here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You know what it is? It's back in our days, we didn't have this fucking bullshit recliner seats. We had stadium
and you had to be like on edge too, because like
Yeah.
they're like every now and then a homeless person could make their way into the movie theater somehow.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't think they're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We're getting old, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Dune is awesome. Go see it. I could also understand if somebody was like, I don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, sci-fi is such a weird like niche,
Yeah.
right? Like to us, like I've always been into like movies about space and like alternate universes and different worlds and things like that. Like just like that belief that oh fuck, like this could be out there, right? I even like Star Trek, and that show is like the nerdiest show. Like I've watched all the old OG Star Treks.
Dork.
Say it,
Dork.
say it, dude.
Not a nerd. You don't deserve nerd. Dork. Dork shit.
But like I think that like there's just a certain type of person that just doesn't like the idea of science fiction,
Yeah.
like alien movies and all that.
It's
stuff.
like it's too not real.
Yeah, which surprises me that you like sci-fi and space movies because you don't even believe in space.
Yeah, it's just fun for me. It's just fantasy, complete fantasy world. Just complete fantasy.
Oh shit. Well, we have questions.
We do.
Let's get us some questions. It's been a while since it's just been the two of us, and we've had some listener questions. So let's roll with it. I love how we do. I do like how we just say just the two of us and Jesse's here, but it's been a while since it's been just the two of us sitting on this couch.
Yeah, but with Jesse here.
But with Jesse here, it's like this weird voyeurism thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have his pants on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, he just gets to look in on us being best friends, and he just has to sit on the sidelines. He's eating.
He just sits there all lonely and
He just has to sit there by himself and imagine what it's like to have cool friends.
have an episode where we have food. We're just eating.
Dude, I feel that is one thing I cannot. Like Jessica can attest to this. I can't go out to eat and then see somebody go like, oh, "I'm not gonna eat." Why? Why aren't you gonna eat?
I know.
We're all like,
I know, Jesse.
or order some fucking mozzarella sticks or something, dog. Like I don't like, and I get it. Sometimes it's like financial. Sometimes it's like, but I'm like, order something. I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. But friendship never ends.
Anyways, questions.
All right, let's get to the questions. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what these questions are all about.
I'll read some. From our boy Harry, intern Harry.
Mhm.
He said, "What/who do you look to on rough days to pick you up?"
What or who?
Yeah. Do you look to on rough days to pick you up?
You know what? What's crazy is my answer used to be music.
Me? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it used to be. That's how this whole podcast started. Have you ever seen the movie Sidekicks with Chuck Norris,
Oh, yeah.
where he would just daydream and imagine himself with like that's what
I want to, dude. We need to see that movie. We need to see that movie again because I love that movie, and I feel like it was like a fever dream. I'm like, did that really happen?
Did it really happen? I've talked to people about that movie all the time, and they never fucking remember that movie.
Yeah.
You remember when he's like daydreaming and they're like fucking ninjas, like the white ninja outfits,
I think so.
and he has to save that chick from the warehouse.
It's like he daydreams about this, and then he somehow does he really meet Chuck Norris?
Yeah, at a karate competition at the very end. Chuck Norris is a judge.
Is that how he meets them?
Yeah.
They don't go on a mission together?
No. But in his fantasies, he's always going on like different types of missions with Chuck Norris. Like I said, it's like how Jesse sees us.
Just a young Jonathan. Is that
For
the
the
character?
for the show The Backline Dudes, I was gonna leave this comment on your YouTube page, but I didn't want it to come from the Walking Blind. We know what we have with Jesse. We just keep his self-esteem really low so he doesn't leave. You know.
Yeah. I was using the example of elephants in circuses,
Uh-huh.
where you break their spirit so bad that all you need to keep them there is a little like string on their leg because you've just broken them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Shoes untied.
This is why people question.
We're kidding. We're kidding.
People question our friendship now.
We're kidding. We love you. We love you.
I love you, Jesse.
We love you, Jeffy, so much.
So
Baby, come back.
you're gonna say it was music, but what?
Oh yeah, it used to be music. And I feel lately it's been getting back to music, but I feel like I don't have the same. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just today's music, or if it's the way that like people are writing, or what it is. But I just don't. It's been a while since I've really heard like a start to finish record where I'm like, oh fuck, that was sick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll hear like singles or songs or like, you know, things like that I'm like, oh, that was rad, that was cool. And then I always feel like I'll hear the full album and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So I don't know. I that might just be me being picky. It could just be me like grasping for like a I don't know, like back to the time when I didn't know how all this was done and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I don't know what it is. So I think now it's more like I don't know. There's certain people in my life that I go to and talk to and like spend time with, but like I don't think that there's one solid answer to. I think it just depends on the day.
Depends on what kind of
Yeah.
rough are you going
Yeah,
through.
what kind of rough patch I'm going through. You know, because if it's like if I'm going through a rough patch with you because you're getting married, like I can't go to you to talk about it.
But you can.
But can I?
But you can.
But can I? Does it make a difference?
Yes.
What about you, man? What are you gonna go through?
Rough patch. I don't know. Just like it's different, right? Like I mean, it depends on how rough too. If it's like rough, faith is a big thing for me. You know, I feel like in like the latelys of like if I'm not doing too hot, I want to talk. It's you, Jordan, obviously, my brother. But for me, a lot of times if I'm in a rough spot, I think I kind of I like to be alone.
Isolate.
Mm-hmm. And then I just try to find things that like bring me joy. So like usually, I'll do like a deep dive on YouTube, and and it's not even conspiracy always. I found a Filipino karaoke, and that was quite a.
I remember that rabbit hole.
That was quite a rabbit hole. But that was fun. Like I wasn't sad or anything, but I remember like stuff like that would be. I like looking up things of either people with talents. Mm-hmm. I like seeing that stuff, or just like something that I want to just like further learn about. I like watching stuff on that.
Yeah.
So it usually gets me out. Also, sometimes Marvel movies. It's kind of like my happy place.
Which ones do you go back and rewatch regularly?
Deadpool. Deadpool movies, yeah. Deadpool. Again, depending on what kind of rough I'm going through. Logan.
Yeah, you got to be going through.
Yeah.
There's something.
Because it's like, my life's not that bad.
Logan, even now, like when I watch it, it gets me.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
Dude, it's so freaking good.
You see like the behind the scenes Logan where he's filming like the
Berserker mode part?
Yeah, the Berserker mode, but just the audio for that Berserker mode part. So he's already filmed the scene, right? Mm. But because of the movements, he has to do like the
the capture audio.
Yeah,
whatever.
ADR and Foley stuff. Mm. So he's like basically in a room and they have like mics all around him and he's watching the scene and he's just like fucking and you see him get into character and fucking do this like all the sounds and like he's like doing the motions and everything and you're like fuck dude, and then it's funny because you could see him go from like actor to turn it off like doing like he's fucking Wolverine in the room, and then as soon as he's done he's like and he starts talking like normal and you're like what the fuck, man?
Is that good, mate? That's not how he talks, but
Rise of Blights.
Well, now I'm going to see this.
Yep.
Now I want to see this. But yeah, so I guess it depends on what I'm feeling. But yeah, those are my people, and then I guess the things that kind of bring me joy, help me get me out of it.
Yeah.
Dude, Harry's got some good ones. Another one from Harry. What challenges do you see yourself facing this year?
So I'm gonna have a hard time jumping on that one part and still playing clean.
You know what we gotta do?
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't say this on there. Whatever. We should. You have a weighted vest, yeah?
Yeah.
This is jamming a weighted vest.
Yeah, we do that. I did after seeing some of the behind the scenes photos, I did get back to working out because it's necessary. Yeah. But what challenges do I see myself facing this year?
Also, randomly, Mike's got hops. I think it's most of the shoes, but Rick and I are like, you're pretty high, man.
Why? The first day when we were just like running through the song, and figuring out like what was gonna go where, I was wearing Nikes. I was wearing Vans at the shoot.
Oh.
So your boy's got hops, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, we have to.
I used to.
Filipinos, we like to play basketball.
It used to be like a party trick. You remember when remember when I fucked my shins up on that loading dock? That's because at one point I truly believed I could jump up that thing.
I completely forgot about that. Please tell this.
It's like got dents in my fucking shins. Dude, was this I Declare War?
Declare your war?
Declare Your War?
It might have been.
It was a long time ago.
Long time
Because we had
ago.
Miller. Miller was filling in for us.
Yeah, so then, it was Declare Your War.
Dang. Anyway, so we were like hanging out. We played a shot show just because that's what we did back then. But it was like in Reno, I think, right? Somewhere like that. And we were walking back to the hotel. And there was like a loading dock. And I forget what the rule was. It's something crazy. Like if it could get to like my nipple or right below my nipple, then I could jump it. Yeah, it was like I said, it was like a party trick. Like it was weird. I had a weird random like vertical for things like that. And so I was like I can jump this. And I had some drinks and and it was a little higher than normal.
Yeah.
Things probably at my nipple, a little higher.
Yeah.
And then like I think I maybe was like, oh, maybe not. And then of course I was like, no, you can. And like everyone egged me on, like I've seen him do it. He can do it. So then I got like really amped. And so I it's a loading dock, so it has like the metal. Dude, I like almost cried in front of everyone. It hurt so bad. I ran and then like I got like not even close because it got me right in the shins. Like I wasn't close at all. Dude, I for real have I have dents in my shins. It's so stupid. I remember this is like not gonna hold any weight because I don't think anyone knows her. Do you remember Shanti? I used to work with at Starbucks.
Yeah, she's a makeup artist now.
Yeah. So like I remember I was like telling her, and I was being serious. I don't know why I thought this would be like a serious thing. I was like, I think I was trying to like tell her like I really hurt myself.
Yeah.
And like I'm like telling her the story, and like she like falls laughing. She's like on her knees laughing. Like she's like laughing so hard, and it was like it's one of those things like you make someone laugh. Haha, yeah, it was funny. She was laughing so hard that I got I got like super embarrassed. I wasn't even offended. I was like truly embarrassed. I was just like, oh man, like it's really stupid.
It's the worst.
It's like that's so dumb. Why would you do that?
The worst is it's like you're telling somebody your story like kind of at because it was funny, but also kind of like hoping that they'll be like, oh man,
I got real hurt.
I really hurt my shins.
She's just like
fucking died laughing.
she's like that was dumb.
Oh man, what was the question?
Yeah.
It wasn't any.
There was.
What challenges do you see yourself facing this year? Jumping high object. What? How did he get? Whatever.
Staying on track is going to be a big one for us. Challenges for this year, I think, are just going to be one, staying consistent with the fitness thing, which I always talk about and always fall off on. And I think, yeah, the biggest step or the biggest challenge for me this year, I think, is really just going to be like self-discipline. I think, like kind of sticking to, like I said just a second ago, fitness, but also like, not spending money on things we don't need to, like trying not to just go out to eat just because, or, things like that. I think just like kind of reeling it in and just kind of trying to normalize or reeling it in and trying to like get a sense of normalcy to where I'm, not just like
Eating out all the time
and spending money like I'm a single man with no cares in the world, what I mean? Yeah. What about you?
Look at us both wearing shorts.
It's heating up out here.
Some challenges. I mean, if all goes well, I'll be married in end of April. So I feel like that's gonna
be a challenge.
Gonna have some challenges.
I think the challenge for you is gonna be like living, like cohabitating with somebody in a new place, essentially in a new city to you.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like a huge step.
Yeah, adjusting to Los Angeles.
Something I never thought you would do.
Crazy.
Marrying a woman, something I never thought you'd do. Things like that.
Yeah. I'm looking, that's like stuff I'm like looking forward to. Like I'm excited for that. I'm excited for like change.
I think on that aspect, it is going to be good. Like, I know we always joke about stuff, but I think that it is going to be good for you to kind of experience like these types of things.
Yeah.
I think the interesting piece that's going to come from it now is how do you manage and juggle like band obligations and things like that when you also now have, you guys have rent to pay, you guys have bills to pay, you guys have you have essentially a wife to support now, right? Not saying that she doesn't bring her own thing to the table, but at the same time, like, it's different now.
Yeah.
This is like, it's my wife.
Yeah. Well, she knows the band comes first.
You remember that. Say that down the barrel of the camera. Remember that. Remember
yeah.
that.
She understands that.
So,
but yeah, I mean that's gonna be kind of fun. I feel like with stuff like this, like whenever things happen, like, I don't know. I think with changes like this, I feel like it gives the things that I am gonna choose to continue doing. It gives it much more, like, what's the word? Like it. Not that it doesn't mean anything now or mean any less, but I guess just because of like the fact of being intentional with things, I feel like I like that. I like when it's like, oh, my Mondays are going to be dedicated to this still.
Yeah.
When music comes up for whatever project, like, it's going to have to be, it's going to have to be like, I don't know, like be more mindful, I guess, with it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. And then other challenges, I don't know. I haven't get a job out there. Haven't done that yet. That'd be interesting. Although there's like way more like way more jobs in Los Angeles, especially for social work, than Riverside.
Way more necessity for it.
Yeah.
At some point.
Which also makes me nervous because I'm like, seems like a revolving door kind of situation. This
Yeah.
place, but it is what it is. Challenges. I'd like to keep up with the gym. Been fun so far. I don't know what challenges. I mean, yeah, I think just the big thing is life adjusting. It's one thing to visit LA on the weekends and to get, it's been nice getting acclimated a little bit out there, but that jump will be pretty big. So, yeah. I love that Dylan asked this. So our boy Dylan Tyag, he was a guest. He's a therapist. His own what do you call it? Practice or?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sick ass pop punk vocalist.
Yeah. So this is a callback, but he said, "How much porn is considered too much porn?" This was for context. This was a real question that I think you asked. That Mike asked him, and it was like a real. It's a real question. Do you remember his response? I do.
So the answer to that, Mr. Dylan Tyak, is that I'm still in the process of researching, and I'll let you know my findings as soon as I have them. I've been vigorously
testing limits
of what's considered too much.
I think if I remember Dylan's response, it was when it affects your life.
Yeah,
basically.
when it starts to affect your life. It was so funny because like back on that, it was the early days of the podcast, and we didn't really know whether this was going to be serious or this was going to be, a joke or whatever. And he came on. He talked about like really good,
serious stuff.
Really serious stuff. I couldn't help myself.
I mean, please watch the episode. There's a lot more context. To this conversation that we had on there. Well,
asking for a friend.
Yeah.
How much is too much?
Yeah. We gotta get him back on. The Destruction of a King.
Yeah.
Asked, who are your current favorite local bands? That's
local
hard.
Bands. Fuck. That is hard.
You know what's something I know, and I say this confidently. I don't think there's a band that I'm like, I don't like them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, as far as like, at least I'll say this: the shows that I've been able to go to, the bands we've been able to interact with, it's like, if anything, it's I've become more of a fan of these bands, especially when I get to see them and I get to meet them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the cool things about this podcast is something we don't really talk about a lot is like the amount of relationships that we're like cultivating, right?
Yeah.
And like, I think that it like getting these bands on the show and getting to meet them and talk to them and hang out with them on a different level other than just like, oh, hey, what's up, dude? Like we both play in hardcore music. Yeah, that's that. I think it's cool. And it makes me appreciate the music even more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like kind of like I was saying earlier, like musically when I listen to new projects and I listen to new bands, like a lot of times I kind of feel underwhelmed. But when there's this sense of like a personal connection to these people that we're meeting and that we're hanging out with and things like that, like I feel like it hits harder.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I don't know if there's if I have like a favorite local band. I think that there's a lot of bands that are doing a lot of cool shit, and a lot of bands that are coming back.
Yeah.
A lot of cool shit. And one thing I really like is that these bands, like in our scene and the surrounding areas, they're testing the waters of what they can and can't do. Like Coldview just switched to having two frontmen, right? Like they went from having one to two now. So it's like oh, like we're trying things, like we're
Yeah.
just gonna do shit, you know. And I think that that's fucking fun. Like, oh, I wonder how this will go. Let's do it. Like, there's not like that. We had talked about it on Alex's episode. There's not that fear of like, oh fuck, if people don't think we're cool, then people aren't gonna like us. Like, I mean, I feel like there's always gonna be that, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like this new batch of like kids that are in the music are like, fuck that, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
You can't tell me shit.
Yeah, I feel like what I love and I kind of missed about like, not to be like, oh, in our era it was different, because I mean there was still a bunch of like, people that were just wanting to be in a band just because they like cool,
Yeah.
they look cool, whatever. But I feel like there's like a lot of like, I feel like I get a lot of like sincerity, a lot of the bands that we've been like seeing and that are in the scene right now, and I mean I think some of it comes to the fact that like we lost music for a while, we lost a lot of things for a while, but I don't know. It's like, it's really hard to say. It's really like
Yeah.
like, just going on like bias. Like, I've known Adrian for years, so of course Harsh Reality is a band that always check in. Gabe with Darsum, we know Gabe forever. I don't know. It's too hard to say, man. Without I could literally list off everything from God Awful to even our boys out in I don't want to say the wrong place. Jackknife, where they're from. Linwood. Yeah. I don't know. It's just I know it's like a cop out answer, but like it's the first time in a long time that I genuinely have like a lot of local bands that are good and that we're excited about.
Yeah.
Which is sick.
Even just the concept and what like Frank is doing with Monk. Like, that's like, everything is so interesting right now. Like even bands that are like 97 minutes. They're a heavy band, but what they're doing is fucking sick.
Yeah.
So it's like just seeing all these different like aspects of everything. It's hard to say like that one's my favorite.
Yeah.
Other than I can't even say my own band name. I don't even feel right saying it.
But from all bands, heavy bands, even like even Shiva.
Yeah.
They're and then their new project, which is freaking sick too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's just like it's such a cool time to be like, oh yeah, like our local scene is good, strong. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like too many.
The answer, I guess, is Destruction of a King, right? That's what.
Oh yeah, Destruction of a King. Do they count as local?
I mean, local enough.
Effective. Yeah, which is exciting, man. It's like, it's so cool to see. Like, I know we talked about this before about bands coming back and stuff, but it is like, it's cool to see like, oh dang, like they're back, they're coming back, and like, I love it that there's like more of an appreciation for like their form of like marketing, like their merch and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, our boy Ty. He said thoughts on Punk Goes Pop covers. I have some strong opinions on this.
I don't hate them, but I want to say like a huge percentage of them feel corny to me. Like there are some covers that are done really well.
Some are done well, but also, and this is like whatever, call it old man for like gatekeeping, whatever. It's called Punk Goes Pop.
Isn't it?
Have punk bands be on it.
Isn't it Pop Goes Punk?
Pop goes. What did I say?
Punk Goes Pop.
I think it's Punk Goes Pop.
Is it?
Punk bands doing pop.
Yeah, it's Pop Goes Punk. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jesse, can you research this one for us?
But I've just never been a fan of it because like I think the first couple ones had punk bands, and like I don't want to like, no offense to like bands that have done it and they're not punk, but it's like I hate when you like say like this is like call it like I don't know, call it something else. when you say punk and like you have bands that aren't punk at all.
So you're saying like it should be a No Effects versus like an August Burns Red type.
Yeah, that's not punk.
Punk goes pop.
Punk goes pop. Okay. You were right, Michael. I'll take the L on that one gladly. But I think it became a brand.
Yeah,
more than an actual thing. Like maybe the first record was punk bands, and then after that, it just became like this is what the name is. So
Yeah.
you know.
I just wish they'd have more of an emphasis on punk bands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a favorite that comes to mind?
Let's see. There's been so many of them. I remember. I want to say like there was like I think there was like an Ecstatic Lullaby cover of a Britney Spears song that I remember being pretty good. I think it was Toxic.
I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna look. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I can't think of that many off the top of my head.
I know, and this is like now of course like eating my own fucking words on the whole. I'm like, oh, punk bands would be in this thing. Thrice has a fucking sick for Send Me an Angel that was on there.
Yeah. Somebody covered a Justin Timberlake song. I think that was pretty good. God, there's so many of these. Pop Goes Crunk, Pop Goes Pop, Punk Goes Pop, Volume 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I'm
7.
trying to find the original one.
Punk Goes Classic Rock, Punk Goes Acoustic. Let's see.
Oh, actually, dude. So you know what was a good one? Was Yellow Card Everywhere.
Yeah.
I remember that being a good one. Roof Feels Like a Prayer was freaking sick. Starting Line, I'm Real was a good one.
There's just so many. How was the Iris cover by Newfound Glory?
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Yeah, there's some...
I trust Newfound Glory on their covers though.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to like to give you an honest answer on that. I would have to sit and listen to all of them.
Yeah.
But I just remember thinking like, oh, we're just trying too hard to do these covers. I will say this though. I'll give a shout out to, is it Our Last Night?
Yeah.
That does the covers on like on YouTube and everything like that all the time. Like they're good at what they do. And like they manage to arrange the songs well where it fits their style, but still like covers the like original song. Versus like a lot of, I felt like a lot of the bands that did those like Punk Goes Pop covers, it was just like oh, where can we put a breakdown?
Yeah.
In this Rihanna song.
And also kind of a cash grab.
Yeah.
Also, you know, it also made that shit hard to like, because I love covers. I think we both share that. I think we both share a love for covers.
If a cover's
of any
done well,
genre,
yeah. If a
any
cover's done
genre.
well,
yeah. I think what makes the Punk Goes hard to like also is because Me First and the Gimme Gimmes exist.
yeah,
Who is the greatest
yeah.
pop punk or punk cover band ever.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it hard too. Yeah. So anyway, sorry, that's how I feel, Ty.
If you haven't checked out Me First and Gimme Gimmes, please do.
Do it right now. Ty has a couple. He says, fastest way to put a smile on your face when you're feeling down. Michael. It's the family show.
Yeah, I know.
What was Sim's question again?
What's the question? Fastest way to put a smile on my face when I'm feeling down.
Mine would be if someone's like, let's go get sushi.
Yeah.
Or like, let's go get barbecue. Or let's get pizza.
This is why we're fat.
Yeah.
Just hit me up and just like hang out with me while we eat food.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Let's get food.
That's like our love language.
Yeah. Or like go,
Yeah.
or like, oh, you know what? For me too. Actually, I'd say like going to the movies. I love going to the movies, man.
You know what'll always put a smile on my face is when somebody just tells a stupid joke when I'm like,
Or a sick burn.
or a sick burn when if I'm like,
Even if it's to me. No.
yeah, like if it's something that I'm just like, touche, like that'll bring me out of my funk usually.
Yeah. I still think the sickest burn of 2023 was when my niece, my 6-year-old niece, my mom, my niece said, "I'm never getting married," and then my mom was like, "I wanna videotape you saying that, and then show you on your wedding day of you saying that."
Mm-hmm.
And then my niece, without skipping a beat, just goes, "No, you're not gonna be alive when I get married." Just straight up, dude. Sickest burn.
So sick.
I thought it was she's asking you if you have a girlfriend or because she only sees you with boys.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
yeah.
come you always only hang out with boys?
Because I trust them. Ooh. From Ty. Top 3 moments of 2023.
Fuck.
Yeah, we didn't do that this year.
Top 3 moments?
Let's see. What happened in 2023?
No.
My memory
Top 3.
sucks, dude.
I mean, I'll get whatever. I'll get corny. Meeting Jordan. He was a top moment.
Top 3 worst moments of my life.
I think playing Chain.
Yeah, that chain show was cool.
That was a nice. That felt like a good hey, we're back
Yeah.
officially now. Because it was SoCal, even though we still haven't played Riverside. But
You guys toured 2023.
we did. That was a good moment. But I don't know if I top 3. I mean, it was rad, but I'm just saying I'm just saying moment chain reaction was a big deal.
Yeah.
And then what's another big moment?
Captivating.
I know. Can you guys hear our brains working so hard right now?
I think me officially joining the band was kind of a cool moment.
That was a cool moment.
Yeah. Getting the nod of approval from Ryan.
I don't think anyone understands how freaking crazy it is that you play guitar in that band. Again, Mike and I were vocalists.
Yeah.
We've been happy being vocalists. We're vocalists who can we're vocalists who can play guitar well enough to write music.
Yeah. Enough to get by.
Enough to get by. But no one else to really hear. Just us to be like, this is an idea, and then we give it to guitarists, and then they do things with it.
Yeah.
I'm still there. Mike left me. Mike turned up the spectrum meter.
Spectrum meter.
That's probably bad, but
I definitely went into a different place.
he went to a different place.
He went to a different place.
All out of spite.
I think part of it was spite, and part of it was for so long I've been like, I just want to play guitar in a band, and then it was like the universe was like, here, play guitar in this cool band, and I was like, oh fuck. Well, it's now or never, boys. It's now or never.
Put me in, coach.
It was like one of those things where it was like, even talking with Ryan, when like Ryan started to get to know like you better and the group. I remember him saying like, oh, I'd be sick if Alsaybar could play these songs. I remember being like, yeah, that would be sick. Like, no belief.
I think Ryan's thought in the beginning, if I remember right, was, dude, as long as he can hit like the timing right, we'll figure it out.
I mean, even dude, there's, I mean, it's on the palm meeting on that. I don't know. That's impressive, man.
So one of the things Jonathan Daily Brew learned how to play this song. It's somewhere in between.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him, I go, how do you feel about that fast palm muting? He's like, dude, that's what is that, man? So I was like, yes. All right. I don't know, 2023, man. I feel like a lot of 2023 was kind of a blur
Yeah.
for us. Like I feel like it was just we were just
Something going on every freaking
there's
weekend.
something going on all the time. Like I feel like 2023 was that year where our like circle kind of just like got super tight knit, right? Like not like that we weren't close before, but also the introduction of like people's significant others and all that stuff. And like, you know, the podcast started really picking up pace last year too.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna say
think we were just kind of like riding the wave of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like lately so many things have been happening, just like one after the other. So, you hungry, big dog?
Top moments. One sec.
Tie with the heavy hitting hard questions. Like we're doing a questions episode and we're gonna have no answers for anybody.
Dude, Raw's question's funny. Our homie Raw, thank you for the death. He said, "How do you feel after firing a kid who gave it his all?"
Wait, what?
I don't think we can talk about that.
I know. First off, no, I don't.
Let's just say this.
You know, like if you like lie on your resume,
Yeah.
and then you get caught.
Yeah.
Like what?
Let's just say that not everybody made it through the audition process.
Yeah.
Then that's the name of the game.
Same game, dude.
It felt real bad.
Life's hard, guys. Life's
hard.
Life's hard.
Life's hard.
You know,
yeah.
and when it comes to music, there's no participation trophies.
Damn.
I don't care how old you are. No, I was kidding. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Kind of.
Technically, we didn't fire him because we never
Hired him. Yeah, there you go.
Just tell me.
But we basically just put it out
But
there.
we
And we said no to a child.
We did say no to a child, and it's fine.
It's fine. For the best.
Thanks, Raul.
wanna know.
No context. No, we'll tell you later.
Martin. Martin said, "Who holds who's first? Then when you're done, what's next?"
Mike holds mine first, and when we're done, we just awkwardly look at each other, and then we high five, and then we go get wings.
There you go. Beautifully explained. Mm-hmm. Remember his shower questions that we actually had like a full explanation for. Dude. Boy, Andrew Beardley, he said, when you guys doing the IE's premiere podcast, share the backline.
Dude. I do have an answer for this. I want to go on Share the Backline when this music video drops.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want to do. I want to go up there when this music video drops. To be fair, also, though, you guys' schedule for filming is so crazy, and you have to climb a mountain.
Yeah.
When you guys record.
It's on days that don't normally work for us.
Yeah. It's on family days.
Yeah.
When things are planned.
Recovery days.
Yeah, and recovery days. So yeah, I would love nothing more than to be on the IE's premiere podcast.
Same.
But you know,
I'm gonna go full.
You're gonna go full.
I'm gonna get myself canceled. I'm gonna it's like be one of those heroic things where like I take them down with me.
Share the backline no more.
I just sink them and myself.
We're doing separate episodes, bud.
I know. Mine's just like, I'm sign off on this.
I want to be there when you record yours. Like I want to be on a fly on the wall.
Yeah,
but
same.
I don't want to do the episode with you because I don't want to go down in a fiery flame.
That'll be fun. But yeah, soon.
I would say within the month
Music video is dropping in a month.
ish. Yeah.
Sick.
I feel like that's really ambitious. No offense, Rick. But
No, I think it'll be good.
You're saying a month. That's why.
I think around a month.
yeah, I guess Rick can kind of get in those zones too.
Yeah. Because remember, this doesn't drop for another week, so that gives us technically
Oh yeah.
extra time.
True.
And then people don't listen to the show until like the following week, so that gives us like
6
a month and a half, 2 months.
Dude, straight up, when we didn't post anything about not doing an episode, and no one noticed.
What is actually somebody did notice, and they were like, I forget who it was. I'm like, so are you guys just not doing episodes anymore? I was like, it was 1 week.
It was 1 week, and I thought you were gonna post something.
No,
I thought you were gonna be like, "Hey, we're taking the week off."
I thought about it, but I just wanted to see. I just want to see what the
Fishing for compliments.
I just want to see what the
Showing up to our own funeral, seeing if
Yeah.
anyone shows up.
We're testing the waters here. Want to see if anybody would notice. Guess what? It didn't.
Yeah. It hurt a little bit. That's it, man. As far as
I have a question that came in on my end, from Chris Ballard. Slap the bass.
flapping a bird.
If you guys ever get into a disagreement over something that had to do with the podcast, if so, what did you guys do to overcome the disagreement?
Have we ever had what?
Have we ever disagreed on anything with this podcast? And if so, what did we do to overcome that disagreement?
I don't know. Well, no, it wasn't this. I think we both were like, yeah, let's not air this episode. The Thanksgiving one.
We had a Thanksgiving one early on. That was
Very, very early on.
yeah, very very early on. That was.
I want to watch this podcast.
It wasn't even a bad episode. It was just the thing.
You're sharing a lot. You were sharing a lot of stuff.
I just remember at one point in the episode, Mike goes, "My mom listens." to
Dude,
this."
that's all I could think. I was like, dude, I think my mom listens to this shit.
I feel like it was. I bet you if we go back and listen to it, it's not as bad as you think it is.
If we ever do a Patreon, that should be like on the
The
highest tier. The episode that couldn't go on. I don't know. I don't think we've ever had, because I feel like we're both been very good with like, yeah, let's try it. Even if we don't agree with what it is, like let's try an idea. And if it doesn't work, I think we've also been very good to be like, that didn't work. Let's just move on.
I think the only thing that we've disagreed on, which wasn't even really a disagreement, was like our seating positions.
Yeah.
Right? Like we would obviously prefer to sit at a table.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't work for
The space.
the space. There really hasn't been much that like I feel like, yeah, like we've been pretty good about trying things. If they work, they work. If not, cool, whatever. Also, like I don't think that there's ever been real. Like there's never been anything really divisive.
And if there is, I don't think we care enough to like be like, I don't.
Yeah.
Disagree.
I think for the most part, we're pretty much on the same page about most things, especially when it comes to the podcast.
Yeah.
We could have made better financial decisions. You know,
Live and learn
live and learn.
and grow.
Yeah.
Look at us. We're growing.
Look at us. Look at us. How far we've come.
Jesse just like, why do I do this?
And you know what? Now I feel obligated to say this. Jesse, we really do appreciate you.
Don't do it now.
No, this is
There's a community meme that I'm thinking of.
Jesse, I need you to know.
Don't.
Jesse, look at us right now.
Jesse, turn
Jesse.
around from the monitors.
Jesse, stop.
Look at us.
Wipe those tears away.
Jesse, you can. I see your glasses fogging up.
I don't know.
Because it's hot in here.
It's hot because we're showering you with love.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I know the emotions are big right now.
Yeah,
You have big emotions you're feeling.
yeah. It's big boy
Right.
emotions. And
Just accept that love, and you don't have to cry.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. It's a
Hey.
safe. It's a safe space, but also you don't have to.
yeah. we just want you to know that we do appreciate you and we do love you.
Don't cry, Jesse.
It's so weird.
We're like really being sincere, and he's like, "Fucking stop, dude."
Just accept it. Accept this love.
It kind of feels like who told me like, I'm gonna pay you soon. Stop.
I stopped. When's the last time I said it? When's the last
Those
time
are
I said
IOUs.
Yeah.
Those are as good as
it?
money.
Those are good for redeemable for one back massage.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a big bag.
One back massage. I will stand on you like a tiny little Asian lady and work out that back.
Work that back out.
I'm gonna work that back out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Good mm is paid.
Listen, Jesse, there is a happy ending to this.
That's me.
There is a happy ending to this,
It's Dallas.
and it's that we love you. It's that we love you, and we appreciate you. And we're about to hit 115 episodes. And what episode did you come on? Like 40?
I don't know.
That's a lot of episodes.
That is a lot of fun.
We genuinely wouldn't have been able to do this without you, bud.
I mean, we could have, but it would have been way more difficult.
We probably could have, but you know, like that would require me sitting over there and like weird camera angles and stuff. And it's,
I think should Jesse leave
Mhm.
at any point, we should get a switcher that we both hit, that we hit that just gives us the camera. So it's like we want to talk, we have to hit it. Yeah.
we're just
sick.
the camera's just constantly. Oh man.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Jesse.
We appreciate you guys.
I honestly, yeah, the only person that's probably more dedicated to this podcast than we are is Jesse.
Yeah.
And see, I want you guys all to know that this is why we don't do this, because then he gets weird.
Yeah, look how weird he's being right now.
Yeah, look how weird he's being right now.
Just being quiet.
Yeah.
Why are you sweating so much?
He's sweating, he's red. It's strange. All right, let's add songs to our playlist and let's get out of here. Get out of here.
I guess you just covers
Get out of here. List covers, that you said?
covers for the playlist.
Oh. I'm going to add a nice little song. Go ahead, Jesse. What do you think I'm going to add?
Hope so, Rory.
Nope. I'm going to add a nice song by Kendrick Lamar, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Because we all got wings on Friday night, and they had a banger playlist going on.
Dude, that was
Pretty sure they were hooked up to my Bluetooth. But I was trying to explain to Mike, if you guys haven't, it's an older record at this point, but listen to Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City. Start to finish, it's so sick. Even today, it still holds up. So give that a spin, if you will. Michael?
I've already done Volcano Man. I was kidding. Actually, Jesse got me thinking of covers. Let's do let's throw on let's do the Thrice one, Send Me an Angel.
Sick. And you know what? Jesse,
That was peak Thrice.
what song would you like to add to our playlist?
I'll do a cover too. Rolling in the Deep by Go Radio.
Interessante.
Went for one of Mike's favorites, huh?
Adele's
Yeah,
Sacred Ground, so
it's
curious to hear this.
Jason Lancaster from what's that one band? They do Misery at its best. Oh, never mind.
Miserable at best.
Miserable at best, yeah.
That's isn't that Mayday Parade?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
used to be one of the singers from Mayday Parade.
Remember Midtown?
Yeah.
Remember, dude. Thing of covers. Midtown. Let's throw this on there. If you can find it. Actually, I don't even know if this is available on Spotify. Dude, Midtown covers God Gave Rock and Roll. God gave rock and roll to you. Rock and roll.
I don't think it's available. Nope.
Dang. They did it though. I remember it was like on something pretty obscure. But it's a sick cover.
Sick. Well, we apparently we can still do this, just me and you, kinda. But help us out. Follow us everywhere at Walking Blind Pod, walkingblindpod@gmail.com. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe wherever you listen, wherever you watch, all the above.
We still have our GoFundMe up for the Fuels on Wheels. So if you want to support, that helps us big time. We have it running. So I think we're slowly getting into the production side. No.
We still got to pay off the part to get it running. So, but the hopefully within this year we can at least get to a point where it might look like shit, but we can film some episodes in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's such a undertaking, huge work in progress, and realistically, probably should have bought a Chevy or a Ford because there's so many more parts for those. But we decided to do things our own way. Bought a Dodge. Now we're dodging all these repairs because we can't find parts to fix shit.
But once it gets going, once it's moving,
Yeah, it won't stop.
it won't stop.
Literally.
That brought me closer to the Lord. That's when it's like one of those things when I remember thinking like Jordan really is like a woman of the Lord, because when we both were in that situation, I was like, fuck. And she was like, please Jesus save us, or something like that, like throwing out prayers. And I was,
she really?
Yeah, she threw out like the fastest prayer ever. And I'm just like, fuck.
Just throwing out Bible scriptures.
Yeah.
Fuck.
She's claiming promises, and I was yeah.
Well, on that note, we love you guys. See you guys soon. Peace.